Hi Libra, welcome to the Modern Spiritualist. My name is Raheem. Today I'm going to do the September general reading for the sign of Libra, and that's for Sun, Moon, and Rising. I went ahead and already pulled the spread, so I've just got a couple cards for each week roughly to get you through the month of September. I used the Thoth deck for the main energies, the albino weight for the clarification. Let's just get into this. So, the first week of September we have the Moon reversed, and that is paired with the Eight of Cups reversed. In the in the second week of September, we have the Four of Wands, and that is paired with the Six of Cups. In the third week of September, we have the Art card, and that is in the reverse, which is paired with the Knight of Swords. And in the fourth week, we have the Five of Pentacles, and that is paired with the Page of Wands. Okay. So give me just one moment. Overall, I feel like there's a little bit of letting go energy. A little bit of, I get the sense that in this month in August, there may be a lot of things going on for you. And as you're settling into September, I get the sense that maybe you felt some anxiety or some restlessness or just a lot of fast moving energy. And as you go into September, you may be feeling just very, like everything just kind of stops at once. And you have a moment to to rest and recuperate. But I feel like maybe you don't have long, and maybe it feels like there should be more relief of whatever is ending for you than you're feeling. Because you get the sense, whatever it is that you're kind of letting go of here, there actually is some grief, and maybe it's unexpected for you. Yeah, let's take a look in greater detail. Let's see what's going on. That's kind of the overall energies I'm feeling. But in the first week of September, we have the moon reversed, which means that you're not wanting to address your feelings. And I get the sense that the more resistance there is to addressing them and dipping into them, kind of the worse it starts to feel. So I mean, none of these emotions will kill you. If you're a little bit afraid to feel them, if it's because you have a lot going on and things you need to take care of, and it kind of feels like, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time to deal with whatever these emotions are. Then maybe set aside some time. It really is not a bad idea. I do this sometimes to schedule out specific times of self-reflection in order to get really clear on where you're at emotionally, because it can be very easy to get lost in whatever it is that you're doing. On the surface, and then you forget what's going on underneath that surface. You just get sidetracked. Life goes on, and that may be how you're feeling. Like, okay, life's going to continue to move. I can't deal with this right now. But if you can find time to address your emotions, even if it's like you put aside an hour on a Sunday to just sit, maybe journal, do whatever it is that you do that allows you to kind of open up to your own emotions and your own heart and yourself, then do that, because it will help you. It will help you move on. It will help you do your day-to-day activities and take care of business and do the things that you need to do without kind of these emotions bubbling up, or you kind of draining yourself because you're resisting. And so it's like the resistance itself puts up this barrier that you kind of have to guard at all times in order for the emotions to stay at bay, and that can be really draining. So. So yeah, do your best to. It's not like you have to do everything at once. You don't have to process everything at once, but do your best to do a little emotional processing in this week, even if it's scary, because emotions actually move through you relatively quickly. The drama is usually the anticipation, and then once the emotions are addressed, they flow so quickly. I really struggle with grief myself. And whenever I give myself a moment to feel grief, it's literally like half a second, and then it's gone, and then I don't have to resist anymore because it's really just gone. I took 2 seconds to feel some of that grief. It moved through my body, and then I can move on. So it's actually a lot more productive and easier um, to just address emotions in the moment, because they do build when they're ignored, but they do pass so quickly when they're given an opportunity to be present with you. And it just creates a better relationship with you and your own heart and your own emotional landscape, and then it makes it even easier to do that in the future. It's paired with the Eight of Cups reversed, which also I just feel like there's resistance to grief. And this could be anything. It could be people, if you've lost people in your life. It could also be, or animals. It can also be, if you're moving home and you're grieving that, if you change jobs and you're grieving your old one, it can be even old identities, things that you used to identify with, and now you're realizing that's not you anymore. We grieve all the time, all kinds of things, any kind of ending where we're moving on to new things. There's a grieving period, and I feel like you're really resistant. Maybe because it feels like it doesn't make sense to you. Like wherever it is that you're going is what you wanted, and so maybe it feels like, oh, why am I feeling grief? That doesn't make any sense. But grief doesn't follow the same logic as the rational mind. You guys are air signs, and so that's where you're the most comfortable. But drop into your heart, drop into your body, drop into your gut, and just allow the emotions to be what they are without reason, because that's how they're going to flow through you in a way, and then you can get back to your business, right? In the second week of September, we have the Four of Wands. So I feel like the second week is really nice for you. The Four of Wands is all about foundation, about home, about hearth. I kind of equate this card always with like a fireplace, blazing in the living room, where there's some sort of heartwarming going on. Those of you that are moving house, which does feel very present for some of you, and it has been for many signs. Those of you that are moving house, this is like the week that you may be settling in, that you may be establishing a new normal for yourself. Those of you that have moved careers, same thing. This is where you're starting to familiarize yourself with your new career, your new position. If you change jobs completely, the new people. Although I hope that you're working long distance. Pandemic's still going on, still raging. If this is a relationship, you may be settling in, getting to know them better, starting to feel like a strong sense of support or foundation from that person. Or you may just be building a foundation for yourself, for your finances, for your career, for your life, anything. Could be anything. But this is really strong, and this is really heartfelt and warm. It's paired with the Six of Cups, which is connecting with your inner child. So maybe you're feeling, this could also be if you have children. Maybe you're kind of increasing your intimacy with that relationship this week, or giving or having quality time with your children. If your child is going through something exciting, you may just be feeling that from them. If it's not a kid, if it's you connecting with your inner child, connecting with nostalgia in a positive way, or connecting with something from your past that feels really nurturing and joyful. So there's just a lot of heart-based stuff going on in the second week where you're just feeling really warm, I think, and supported by the energies and the people around you. And the third week of September, we have the art card in reverse. Now what this could mean, the art card is Sagittarius. So what this could mean is something may be on hold for you until Sagittarius season. That's for one or two of you at least. This is kind of a timestamp, like whatever you're trying to push forward, and this energy is kind of taking two or more things and creating a blend or a synthesis. So it's like, if it's for career, maybe you have two different projects going on, and you're looking how to blend them into one to create something new. if you're moving house, you're trying to figure out maybe how certain things are going to, how you're going to fuse the old with the new. Like the old, what are you going to bring with you to the new house, from your lifestyle, things like that, and what are you hoping to establish that's completely new. It's like blending old with new. Um, in a relationship, it's like if you're leaving a relationship or entering a new relationship, or your relationship is changing. It could be you asking yourself, what do I want out of a relationship? What do I not want? What qualities in partners that I've had in the past do I want to continue to pursue? And what qualities do I not want to pursue? And what new qualities am I looking for? You know, it's kind of like that blend of getting the most out of the things that you've already experienced and know that you like, and then bringing in new things that you're envisioning or dreaming for yourself. And the reversal, I think, for some of you, this could just be an internal thing. Like you could be changing internally and synthesizing. You're letting go of things that no longer serve you, in your own energy field, and letting in new ways of being, and kind of fusing them with the things in your old system that are really balanced and really solid, and really good for you. And in that case, the reversal is just, it's an inside job, and there's not necessarily anything happening in your physical material world that would suggest anything. So it could be like you feel like you're going through a lot and nobody else is really aware of what you're going through, and it feels private. If this is a timestamp for those of you that something's going to happen, but it's not going to happen till Sagittarius season in December, late November, December, then you'll probably know what this is. If it's like moving house, moving job, anything like that, it will come through for you in late November, December. It's just going to be more of a delay than you had initially wanted or had initially thought. So just hang in there, whatever that energy is for one or two of you. And that's paired with the Knight of Swords, which, yeah, it's kind of confirming for me. Some of you you're waiting for something to come in. You're waiting for something to come in, and it's just not going to happen quite yet. Others of you that are going through some sort of internal synthesis, the Knight of Swords is new ideas. I get the sense that new things are coming into your mind, your mental space, new ways of looking at things, maybe advancement in some sort of, for those of you that are students or in some sort of intellectual field or mastery field, this could be like some sort of advancement, which is why your energetic field is changing. Those of you that are in spiritual disciplines, you may just be leveling up, so to speak, this week, and that's because some kind of new information opens up for you that changes things for you. It may change the way that you see things. It may change your worldview or your ideas in some way. In the fourth week of September, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is a lot of different things going on for you guys. I get the sense that every week is just much different from the last. Five of Pentacles, you may be worried about money and how you're going to figure this all out. If some of these energies are you have left a stable job to pursue your dreams and your heart, you may be like, oh no, am I going to have enough to sustain myself? For those of you that are moving house, you may be like, oh no, can I afford it? Or can I afford, the things that I need to do with my house or things like that. For those of you that are just going through some sort of internal shift of your energy levels, some sort of mastery, leveling up, expanding your worldview kind of path, this may be you kind of confronting your own feelings of lack, your own sort of inner feelings of scarcity or poverty or self-esteem issues, or like issues of self-worth. So this could be you are quite literally worried about money because your job is changing, your home is changing, things like that. Or it may just be who in me feels like I'm not worthy of the things that I want. or it could be a mixture of all of these things. This I tend to associate with the mind, like it's more about worry than it is about reality. So whatever this is, I think you guys will be okay. If it's house, career, finance related, you may need to do some maneuvering or make some sacrifices or figure out what you need to do so that the path that you're on works out for you. But I don't think that that in the long run that this is going to hurt you. This is a minor arcana card. If it's a finance issue, you're going to figure it out, even if it requires some maneuvering. If this is just an issue of self-worth, you can clear those patterns. You can clear the ways in which you feel like you're not worthy, the ways in which you feel like you're not deserving of the life that you want or the finances that you want, because you know that's not true. And as you're leveling up, new things come up energetically. As you're leveling up, new things come up for you to address and clear. And one of those kind of core tenets is who in you does feel unworthy, or who in you doesn't feel like they deserve the things that they want. Those are the two things that keep coming back to me. So I think for many of you, that may kind of be the general theme for that. It's paired with the Page of Wands, which is good. I like this for you. I get the sense that if you're worried about finances, something's going to come in. If you're worried about finances because you've left a job you didn't care about to pursue your dreams, make sure that whatever money comes in is more aligned with your dreams than however you were making money before. It doesn't have to be like the grand gesture, like the grand outcome, the grand resolution of all your hopes and dreams, but it just needs to be closer to what it is that you ideally want. So this Page of Wands is asking you, make sure you're divinely inspired by what it is that you are going after, how you want to make money. Make sure you're divinely inspired. This is kind of like your first step on that new path. So make sure to exercise some patience with yourself, to make sure that you're not neglecting the practical, to pursue what you want. And this is where the art card comes in too. Make sure that you're blending two things. Make sure that you're okay, you're grounded, you have a firm foundation, you can take care of business, while you're also pursuing what it is that you want. And you can do both. It's just there's a matter of finesse, I think, finding that balance, right, Libra? Finding that balance between making sure that your practical world is taken care of and you are heading towards that brighter future that you want for yourself. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys. That was a lot of information, and there was kind of different pathways opening up for me. I don't think any of you have the exact same situation, and I think that's why all of these things are coming through. But I think what's important to take away for all of you is that you're moving towards something better, which doesn't mean it's going to be difficult to let go of the last chapter of your life. So make sure that you're making space to grieve for the last chapter of your life as you are heading towards this new future. Make sure it's more aligned with your heart and soul, but make sure that you're still taking care of the practical aspects. Make sure that you're giving yourself time to, just because there's a lot of energy shift, make sure that you're giving yourselves time to really integrate that energy shift, and that you are leaning on the support and the foundation that you have in order to move through this in a good way. There's some good things coming in, whether it's an offer or just kind of like a breakthrough. And there's some really good energy with you with this Four of Wands and the Six of Cups, kind of mid-month, where you can really lean into the things that bring you joy and warm your heart. So make sure that you're connecting with your heart and feeding your heart the things that keep it healthy, right? Because there's a lot going on for you. I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a good September. Make sure to hit like if you like this video so other people can see it. Hit subscribe if you want to see the next Libra video. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me to see how these energies are playing out in your specific situation, please do that. I'll leave the link to my website in the description box below. and you can book a private reading with me. I think that's all I have. Have a great September. I believe in you. This is going to be great, whatever this new start is. This is just managing the tricky transition, right? You're going to be okay. All right. Love you guys. Bye.